Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a factual, documentary-style readout of the proprietary market DNA geometric system, specifically looking at the asset XAG. We're keeping things strictly neutral here, just observing the data exactly as it is. Looking at our agenda, we'll quickly run through the mandatory system disclaimers, lay out the Phase 1 entry parameters, and then break down the risk and sizing. After that, we'll cover expected returns before checking out the current status of Phase 2.
All right, let's start with Section 1, System Disclaimers.
It's absolutely crucial to understand upfront that this presentation relies exclusively on visible, user-provided data for the market DNA geometric system. We're doing no analysis, no inference, and definitely no reconstruction of the model. We're just reading what's fixed on the chart. The operating rules here are extremely strict. First and foremost, this is not financial advice. Leverage above 10 is strictly prohibited, and you should never invest essential personal funds. Again, this is purely public model documentation, meaning we make absolutely no predictions and no assumptions about future movement. Moving right along to Section 2, let's document the Phase 1 entry parameters. Based on the visual evidence recorded on May 28, 2026, we're observing Phase 1. You can see the price is currently positioned at the label M. There's also a secondary entry potential noted right below at the label PC. Remember, we're documenting these labels exactly as they appear. Now, let's look at the fixed mathematical parameters for this phase. The primary entry M sits at $72.114, while the secondary entry PC is at $64.5284. That gives us a mean entry of $68.3212. The trapezoid time duration is set to exactly 28 days. And the third triangle domain is 28.6%. Finally, we have a risk coefficient of 2.
Next up is Section 3, Risk Preview and Sizing.
To put this scale into perspective, we're using a hypothetical capital of $100,000 with a contract size of 10,000 ounces. The expected maximum drawdown is capped at 10%, which equates to $10,000. Applying the Phase 1 parameters creates a risk domain of 57.2%. From all of that, the mathematically expected low price comes out to $29.24. Now, regarding the sizing calculation, I need to state this exactly as documented. Both trade sizes are calculated using the hypothetical capital, the investor's maximum allowed drawdown, the third triangle domain percentage, the risk coefficient, and the contract size. Following that exact calculation framework, the ultimate documented output is simple. Each trade size equals 0.01. That brings us to Section 4, Expected Returns and Scenarios. Here, we have the specific arithmetic price levels designated as system targets. Target 1, which corresponds to the mirror or lower trapezoid, is at $74.19. Target 2, known as Apex N, is at $82.39. And Target 3, the trapezoid top, sits at $92.78. Let's objectively compare the expected returns across two different mathematical scenarios. In Scenario 1, where the exit is at Target 3, the expected total profit is $2,059. That gives us a 2.059% expected return, or an annual return of 26.84%. Now, in Scenario 2, the alternative, where the exit is at Target 2, the expected total profit bumps up to $3,845. This yields a 3.84% expected return and an annual return of 50.05%. Finally, let's look at Section 5, Phase 2 current status. Checking the visible data as of May 29, 2026, at 11:05 EST, we can see that the price actually touched the Miro delay. That exact touch happened right at a price of $75.91. So right now, the system is in active observation mode. It's simply navigating the market, waiting to observe the very next visible data points. We aren't making any interpretations or assumptions about what happens next. Since we are purely observing the fixed data and absolutely not predicting any future movement, we're left with just one exact question derived directly from the system. Will the next phase be Phase 3?